Hello children, I am Vaishali madam.
Welcome children to your EBS class. Today we are going to begin with our new lesson. Lesson number 8, fur. What is that sound, fur? Yes, something related to the birds. Okay. So here also we are going to talk about the living things. We have talked about the plants. We have also talked about ourselves as human beings. Now we are going to talk about the birds. Okay. And basically we will also learn about their beaks and their claws. Okay.
So like other living beings, even birds need to have food, otherwise they can't survive. So how are they going to have their food? With the help of their beak and their claws. Do not have teeth like us. Okay. So with the help of their beak and their claws, they break the flesh, they break the nuts. Some eat grains, some eat seeds, some eat fruits, some eat the flesh of other animals. But they do it with the help of their claws and the beaks. Okay, and different birds have different variety of claws and beaks. See, the sparrow, pigeon, peacock and cock eat grains and seed. Okay, so they have hard, short beaks to break and crush the seeds. Then parrots and cockatoos have curved beaks because they eat nuts, seeds and fruits. So the curved beak helps them to break the nuts and seeds because it is a bit tough. Then the woodpecker has a very strong and sharp beak. Have you ever seen? Yes, it always keeps on digging the wood because it has to build a nest. It uses the beak to pick and make holes in the hard woods. See, you can see how the woodpecker is pricking the wood to make a small. Also taps the bark of the trees to catch the small insects as the food. Okay. Now herons and the cranes are waders. They walk in the shallow water without getting wet, and their feet do not sink into the water. Then the ostrich has only 2 toes. It has very strong legs. So with the help of that legs, it runs. Okay, and ostrich have very small wings, so they cannot fly. Let us now understand how the birds fly. Okay. So now looking into how birds fly. Birds fly with the help of their wings. Wings are joined to the body with strong muscles which help them to move. See how it moves upward and downwards. Okay, to fly the bird flaps its wings both upward and downward. Can you see? And it moves. Okay, so like that we can't move, right? Now looking at the feathers. The bird's body and wings are covered with many feathers. There are basically 3 kinds of feathers. The first is body feathers that cover the bird's body. The second is down feathers that are fluffy and soft, which keeps the bird warm. And the third is flight feathers, which helps the bird to fly into the nest of the birds. The bird builds his nest using the leaves, straws, twigs, wool, cotton and thread. See, you must have seen all this variety of things that are the birds busy picking up, right? And they build their nest. So we can see birds' nest on the trees, on the terrace buildings, at our house also we can see on the fans, on the ceilings, the rooms which are not using, right? Birds build their nest mostly to lay their eggs. So it's in the nest where the eggs are hatched and the birds' babies stay over there, okay? And till the time they learn to be independent, right? This is the way how the tailor bird makes his nest and it keeps its baby, and the weaver bird also weaves its nest with the help of leaves and grass and twigs to keep their babies. And you know, penguins, they live in a cold area where the pebbles and stones are only available, so they build a nest using them. The sweet singing cuckoo. The quail doesn't build its nest, it lays the eggs in the crow's nest. Now let us come back to the textbook, page number 52. Now here the lesson begins with identifying the birds. Like it's a sort of riddle, but the pictures are also given for our hints. Now the first is, on my head I have a crest. All say I dance the best. Of my feathers I am proud. Before the rain, I cry aloud. So what does it say? I have a nice crest on my head. See how the peacock has the crest on his head? Then it likes to dance. It's famous for its dance. Basically during the monsoon, it becomes very happy. And the feathers are very beautiful. That is why it is the national bird of our country. And before the rain, I cry aloud. That is, I sing loudly during the monsoon. So I am a peacock. One is long and grooved is my tail. So it has a long tail. High up in the sky I sail. So it flies very high as if it sails in the sky. I pick and eat all the mice. So it likes to eat the mice. See? The dash is what you call me. That is a kite. It flies very high and it loves to eat the mice. The third picture is my feathers are green, my beak is red. Guava and green chili I am fed. See, I have green feathers and I have a red beak. And I love guava, the fruit, and green chilies. I love to copy people's voice and keep making a lot of noise. So if you have a parrot at home, you must have seen that it keeps on talking the whole day, right? So that is a parrot. Scientific name is rose-ringed parakeet. Okay, but you can write parrot. And then the fourth one is black are my feathers and black is my color. I am black. My feathers are black. Crow, crow, I do all the day long. So that is a crow. It's commonly seen, right? Coming to the next page, page number 53. Kuhu, kuhu is my sound. So the sound only tells us it's a, yes, sweet singing bird, cuckoo. Everywhere I am found. My sweet voice gives me fame. Cuckoo is my name. Because of its beautiful singing, it's very famous. But have you ever noticed that it makes different type of sounds? In summer, because of the sweet ripe mangoes, it makes a different sound. Yes? So just try to observe it. Then the next is dead animals I do eat. So this bird eats the dead animals. Making places clean and neat. Because it eats the dead animals around us, it keeps our place clean. High up in the sky, I fly. Vulture is what I am called. It is the vulture. See, it has a different spelling, so you need to learn the spelling. Okay. Then the next one is my beak is pink, feathers grey, good tergoo. I go on all day. In houses I make my home. A dash is how I am known. It is the pigeon. Okay. Everywhere it is seen. Yeah, in our school also we see so many times pigeon entering our classroom, right? Then the next one is my beak is very special. I use it like a needle. Stitching leaves, I make my home. The tailor bird is how I am known. The tailor bird stitches its nest. You already seen it in the previous explanation, right? Then the next is in trunk of tree holes I make. So I make holes in the trunk of the tree. Hidden insects I intake. I intake means I eat. I eat the hidden insects in the trunk of the trees. Tuk tuk tuk, I work all day. It keeps on tuck 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 all the day. It keeps on digging the wood. Yes. The woodpecker is what people say. So this is the woodpecker. Page number 54. Why is there so much noise in the jungle? I just cannot sleep. Dear owl, the birds are all praising themselves and shouting. On the previous page we saw that how the birds are describing themselves, right? They are also praising. So now there was a meeting of birds. Owl has started the talk. So here is a meeting and the owl has started. It said, we are all special in our own ways. Our claws, beak, feathers and sounds are different, yet we are all birds. If we all looked alike, ate the same food, and made the same sounds, think how dull the world would be. Yes, that's the point. If all the birds would have ate the same kind of food, would have made similar sounds, so it would have not been so interesting to study about birds, right? Now think and write. Which of the birds mentioned in the lesson have you seen? Write their names. So if you have seen any of the birds that are mentioned in the lesson, you're going to write their names. Then the next is find out. Now go out and look for birds around. How many birds could you see and how many birds do you know from them? So you just have to track the birds around your house, around your vicinity. Okay. Coming to page 55, you will have to list down the birds that you have seen and where did you see them, in water, on the tree, on the ground, in the house, or flying. So you'll have to make a list on yourself. Okay. Then the next is, have you ever noticed that different birds have different type of beaks? Yes, we have already discussed, right? So given below are the pictures of the beak of birds. Look at them carefully. Identify the bird and write their names. Which is this bird? Yes, parrot. We all know, right? The second one is crow. So we just have to identify with the help of the small picture of beak. Then the third one is peacock. Then coming to the next page. Next page again there are two pictures. The first one is eagle and the next is crane. And again here a blank box is given. So what is written in the blank space? Draw a picture of the beak of some other bird, color it and write their name. So you'll draw picture of some other bird which you know, which you have seen, and then color it also and write its name. So just as birds have different type of beak, they also eat different type of food. So basically based on the food they eat, they have their beaks, right? Because some we have already discussed, I have already explained you that some birds eat nuts, some eat grains, yes, some eat other animals, some eat dead animals, some catch and kill the animals. So similarly based on their needs they have their beaks. While some eat fruits, some eat seeds, some eat eggs, while others eat fish. So here is an activity, match the bird with their food. Here birds are given and here the food is given. Okay. So first we will name the birds. The first is vulture, second is kite. So you can also give the number. First vulture, second is kite, then third is woodpecker, then fourth is parrot, and fifth is pigeon. Then on the opposite side the food is given. So let us now find out vulture, that is number 1. What does vulture like to eat? Yes, dead animals. So here is a picture of dead animal. So here we will write 1. Then number 2 is kite. What does kite like to eat? It is already given and explained over here. See, long and grooved is my tail, high up in the sky I sail, I pick and eat all the mice. So kite eats mice. So we will find out where is the picture of mice. So it is here. So it is at second position. So I have written here number 2. That is kite. Third is woodpecker. What does woodpecker eat? It digs the wood and eats the small insects. So this is the insect that the woodpecker eats. So here I will write number 3 for woodpecker. Next is parrot. What does parrot like to eat? That is also mentioned in the lesson. It likes to eat guava and green chilies. So what is the picture given? Green chilies. So that will write number 4. The next is pigeon. What does the pigeon like to eat? Seeds. See, many of the houses offer these seeds, right? In the morning we can see. And also at bird circle, when you go back home, if you cross the bird circle at race course, you'll be able to see how the pigeons are fed the grains. Have you ever noticed it while going home from school? Okay. So we have to be a good observer so that we learn many things from our surrounding, from our vicinity. Okay. So now coming to page number 57. Have you ever noticed that birds fly and walk in different ways? Yes, we have noticed, right? See, there are so many birds in our own surrounding. And we have also been to the zoo, right? Have you all been to the Kamáti Gardens Zoo? And there are so many birds, right? In Baroda we have seen so many birds in the zoo. We have observed them, right? So we have seen so many variety of birds. How do they walk? Some are aquatic birds who live in water, right? So now the lesson talks about the movements of the neck that the birds make. How does the myna moves her neck back and forth with a jerk, and the owl rotates its neck backward to a great extent. Again, the lesson is talking about few birds that imitate, that copy our voice. So do you know the name of such birds? So draw its picture in your notebook, color it and write its name. So is there any bird that can imitate, that can copy our voice? If you know, you will draw it in your notebook, and if you're going to color it, only use pencil colors. So now there is an observation task. Go outside and watch how birds walk and move their necks. Look at their feathers and listen to the sounds made by them. Copy the sounds made by any three birds. Copy their neck movement too. Ask your friends to guess which birds you copied. This is an activity. Then the feathers of birds are of different color, shape and sizes. Their feathers help them to fly and keep them warm too. From time to time, birds lose their old feathers and new ones grow in their places. You must have often seen feathers of birds lying around. So I have already taught you about the three kind of feathers that the birds have, right? And here it is explaining us that how the birds shade their feathers and get the new ones. So many times you find the feathers lying on the roads in our classroom, right? So that are the feathers that are dropped by the birds. Collect feathers which you find lying around. Study their shape, size, color and discuss about them. Make the picture of the bird in your notebook and paste the feathers on it. Write its name. There is another point. Other than birds, which are the other animals that can fly? So if you know any other animal that can fly, you will have to jot it down. So first try to find out. If you know any, then just note it down. Coming to page number 58, think and answer. If you could fly like a bird, where would you like to go and what else would you do? So you just have to think and write the answer. Then next is, what would happen if the birds could not fly but only walk on their feet? So just think, imagine and try to answer. Again, there is an activity. Let's make a cock. Here's a simple paper folding activity with the instructions. It is very simple. You just have to take a square and fold it in a cock. Okay, just try the activity. Okay, and the written work I am going to send you soon. Thank you children. I hope you love the lesson.